Hey, it's Barb. And you know how we all have something that we want to improve in our writing, or maybe we have something like we don't want to be nervous, that sort of thing. You know, it's like, I just wish that I could change this one thing. And our natural tendency is to think, okay, this time I'm not going to be nervous. I'm just not going to be nervous. Or I'm not going to lean into the turn, or I'm not going to use my hand in such a jerky way. And we just kind of vowed ourselves that this time it's going to be different. And that's all well and good, and that's a good idea to make an improvement. But there are two things about that. One is that we can never not do something. What happens is our brains are wired that if we say, I'm not going to be nervous, the word not does not register. So our brains just go nervous, nervous, nervous. So we're actually coaching our subconscious and telling ourselves that we're going to be nervous, or that we actually are a writer who leans all the time, or that we don't want to do this with our hand. But that's what we tend to do. So I have a little different practice for you today. The first thing is that when you have something that you want to change, be sure that you're aware of what you do want. So in our example, we would want to be a calm rider. Instead of leaning, we would want to stay square in the saddle. And instead of using our hand in an erratic way, we would want to be smooth and deliberate and perhaps be more coordinated with our legs. We want to get a really clear picture of what we want. So that's number one. You have to have that clear picture of what you want. You also need to have the clarity of what it is that you do already that you don't want, and here's why. Because you actually, instead of just thinking about either not doing something or doing something, you actually do a practice whereby you imagine being nervous, and then you get calm. You imagine being nervous, and then you get calm. And actually, you can do that throughout the day. It doesn't have to be just on your horse. So by doing that, you condition yourself that when you start to feel a certain way or start to feel nervous, then you go back to calm. In the example of leaning, which could be to the side, it could be back, it could be forward. What you do is whatever your particular habit is, make sure my saddle's square here, I would just sitting still, lean, and then come back up. Lean and come back up. Or lean forward and then get my seat. Lean forward and get my seat. And I can do that sitting still. I could do that riding around at a walk. But again, you're developing an awareness with the correction, because there's nothing more valuable than self-correcting. When you do your hand like this, you can sit, you don't want to practice that with, you can with the reins in your hand. I can do that. But however you move your hand, do that and then be smooth. Do that and then be smooth. And how about you give it a try? Take one thing that you do that you'd like to do better. And it might be that you're having a hard time with your seat. You want to have this aligned seat, but you tend to go like this, or you tend to do that, and just get in that position and then correct. Get in that position and then correct. See how it works for you. Okay, leave a comment for me.